How are you?
I'm good. Sorry for running a touch behind there.
No worries, no worries. So we've got a heck of a crowd here from Team Uproar. We've got 153, 155. It seems to be climbing by the second. We've got another 20 some odd that didn't make it on the Zoom that are watching live. So, Angie, I'll toss it to you for an intro, and then we'll get this show on the road.
So you guys, I don't feel like this needs a massive introduction, but we are incredibly, I think, half nervous, half excited, and incredibly grateful that the CEO of the entire company has taken the time out of his probably very busy day to speak to us and share his knowledge. So it's always honestly very appreciated, and we're just super, super pumped to hear from, and you guys, just so you know, CEO and founder of a $1 billion company. Like, it's not every day that you can say that you just hang out with that kind of person. So Carl, we appreciate you, and we love that you're very normal as well.
You're crazy. Well, I hope my room is not as fluffy as your room, but I need to get more fluffy stuff. That's definitely what I got to do, is I need to get in the fluffy stuff business. Okay. So, I appreciate you guys all showing up here. You know, it's sort of toward the end of the day on the East Coast. You're in Florida? Where are you, Angie?
I like to think that I'm in Florida. I'm in Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
Where in Canada?
Very close to the Thousand Islands. We had a conversation about this. Okay. I'm in Ottawa.
Ottawa. Okay, got it. I love the Thousand Islands. So, all right. So let me tell you why I asked the guys up in Utah to set up some calls for me. And as you might know, I have a group going called the Success Club System 1x3x5 group. It's by kind of invitation only, but the invitation, anybody can get invited who buys a summit ticket. So the reason that I put that group together is I want to create a system based on what we've learned that our best coaches, or actually not our best coaches, the coaches who are seeing increases in their business right now, using sort of the most current social media levers, because social media is changing on us constantly, right? We act like it's been here forever. And like 10 years ago, Facebook was barely a thing. So, you know, on a weekly, monthly basis, the world of social media changes on us. So right now we're seeing very specific traction for a cohort of coaches who are doing the business part-time, but achieving full-time coach results. So I put this group together to try to refine what we've seen, and I think Arnold shared that slide with you that sort of has what we call the increasers behaviors, which has been really helpful. A lot of people have seen now the analysis that we've done on who's achieving traction and how they're doing it. But even though I have this group going, which by the way, anybody in here in this group and your team is welcome to join. All you got to do is buy a summit ticket. And the reason that I'm making that the requirement of entry is not that you have to go to summit. You don't even have to go to summit, but you have to buy a summit ticket, because I don't want pretenders in this group. Because what I'm looking for in that group is I'm sharing these best practices, refining them with, like we had Brendan Burchard, we're talking to some other authors. I'm buying t-shirts for the group, whoever makes Success Club this month. And I want, as I share these best practices and we refine them, I want feedback from people who put these activities in action, and then give me real feedback as to what works, what doesn't work, and we refine the system so that by the time we get to summit, or maybe a little bit after, that group will have refined a system that daily and weekly and monthly, if you're following these activities, you know that you can achieve Success Club or help 3 people in any given month. That's 1x3, you times 3, helping 3. And that 5 of your personally sponsored coaches will achieve Success Club. That's times 5, 1x3x5. It's not a sophisticated formula. I don't think anybody will call me Einstein. But the point is that we're seeing this activity. Now, so why, if I have that group, why bother doing these coach calls? Because, so let's think of that group and the coach network in general, and specifically the behaviors of the increasers as this tactical, real evidence of, or the let's use a fishing metaphor, okay? We've seen people, go, hey, we were talking about the Thousand Islands. So there we are, it's the St. Lawrence Seaway, and there's this one area, and I see all these people fishing. And like thousands upon thousands of coaches are fishing over there. But then I see this little group over here by this one island, and they are pulling out fish like crazy. It's like easy. They're just pulling out these fish. And then I see all these other people over there. I'm like, what are you guys doing? I learn it, and I tell the people over there, and they don't do it. They keep fishing over there where the fish aren't. So I ride my little boat over, and I go, hey, you guys, if you just do these simple steps, and I'm going to share three of them, three sort of key components of this today, you can start bringing up fish. And by bringing up fish, we're talking about helping people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives, and that includes you as a coach achieving your goals. So I'm going to basically share three main things today. I'll try to do it in under a half hour, and I'm going to ask you, all 150 of you or whoever's here, I want you to take a step toward putting these three things in action as soon as you click end or leave meeting. Like, don't eat food, don't put a kid to bed, let them stay up an extra 10 minutes. I want you to take action on this and not let sort of the dust settle on what we're going to talk about, okay? So, first thing, and these are the things that I'm seeing, even though we've shared these best practices, these are the things that I'm seeing these people who they know that the fish are in the St. Lawrence Seaway, they're just not fishing in the right spot. So like I'll go check Instagram stories, for instance, which is a key component of this. And I'm like, you guys aren't doing it right. Like I'm telling you how to do it and you're not doing it right. So first thing, we got 2 weeks left in March. I want everybody on this call to achieve Success Club by the end of March. And if you're already in Success Club, I want you to be able to help at least 3 more people before the end of March, before the end of the month. So what am I finding is missing from the people who I'm studying, our coaches who, when you succeed, I succeed. So we want to work together. First thing, first fundamental, they are not inviting to a challenge group right now. So they might be casually inviting. They might be putting up an advertisement that, hey, you can get, Daily Sunshine is $30 off the month of March, for the month of March only. So so they're using their social media platform as if it's like this advertising platform, but that's not how it works. I'm the advertising guy. Beachbody can go do, corporate can do its advertising. You are the relationship person. You're the vital behavior, proof the product works person. So you have to create relationships. You don't want to be just advertising in people. So the first step is you need to have a challenge group. And I would suggest, since we're talking about the last 2 weeks of March, that you use March 26th, just to give yourself a little petri dish, a little bit of an action step, that you make it your goal right now. Write it down on your piece of paper or write it on the wall. Get in trouble with your kids. Get a pen and write it on your wall. I'm starting a challenge group on March 26th. I will reimburse maybe your paint bill after the 26th. But I think you write it and you start talking about it, okay? So now you've got that. You've got a thing to invite people to, and that is this challenge group. Doesn't matter. It could be an 80-day obsession group. It can be a shift shop group. That's not the point. The point is you are inviting people to something that has a starting line, which means that they have to take action by a certain deadline. Because when people have that, they don't just sit and watch your social platform passively. Now they've got this little fear of missing out, right? FOMO, I think they call it. You don't switch those around and you get in trouble. But FOMO, that works. So people don't want to miss. You got this group starting. All you're looking for is 3 so that you achieve Success Club for the month. And 3's plenty. Imagine one person helping 3 people every month. So you got 2 weeks to do it. You're going to use, now you can use a different date if you want to push it out a week. I think that put us in April. If you want to push it out a week to give yourself some extra time, that's fine. Maybe put 6 people in then, but whatever. So the goal is 3 people in this challenge group. So that's number 1. Number 2, you got to use Instagram stories. This is going to be the big portion of what I talk about here today, because Instagram stories is where the fish are coming up. Facebook used to be it for us. It was great, but now Facebook has changed everything, their algorithm, and it's hard to get seen on Facebook unless you're spending money. And I don't want you to spend money. I just want you to create relationships. So you need to use Instagram stories, because if I show you here, Instagram stories is where is what people see. So if you go to Instagram, no, let's not look at that. Okay, so if you go to Instagram, so you see those circles at the top, right? That's right in your face, and that's what that's where people are posting things that are happening. So this is kind of more just sort of, that's just the news feed, and it has dropped dramatically in its ability to get you traction, because people are going up, they're looking at their Instagram stories and going, what's Madeline doing? What's Tara doing? And they go in there and they watch real life happen versus people just shooting shots of their shoes or their dumbbells on the floor or whatever. Real life is happening up in Instagram stories, and that's what social media is about. So there are 5 things that I would like you to post in Instagram stories every day. And there's a reason that you got to do it every day. And this is really powerful. In fact, well, I said I'm going to talk about 3 main topics. I'm going to give you at least 1 or 2 extra free bonuses at the end of this. So you're going to stay to the end we'll do 3 bonus topics at the end on top of these 3 topics. But first, these are the 5 things that are super valuable in Instagram stories, and you got to do them every day, because Instagram stories recycles every 24 hours. So whatever you put up today is going to go away. So you got to do this every single day. What do you got to do? What do you got to post every day? What are we seeing our increasers do? They are posting a shot of their shake. There's my shakes. But they make their shake, and they could be a still, could be a shot of them making it. Doesn't have to be a big commitment in time. They're just showing consistency, that they're either drinking their Energize, drinking their Daily Sunshine, drinking their Recover, drinking their Shakeology, which is what most of the increasers would do. And so that's the first thing, every single day. The second thing, video shots, maybe 2 or 3 little videos doing your workout. Just so you're doing your whatever program you're doing, and you just put up 15 seconds, 3 maybe different 15-second clips of doing your workout. So whatever it is that you're doing, this is statistically shown in our social media advertising that people love watching people work out. Like, it is eye candy. And it doesn't mean it needs to be pretty. You don't have to put graphics on. You don't need to make yourself have bunny ears. All you got to do is show footage of yourself working out every day. And you don't have to talk to the camera. Just, this is the workout that I'm doing, and you just do a few moves. Just 3. It doesn't have to be a whole long reality show that you're producing. You're just doing the shake, the workout videos, and then you show some of your food that you're eating. So you can take a picture of your food, but you do that every day. Doesn't have to be every meal, because you don't want to be tedious about it. But you can say, you can put that there, point to it, proper portions, maybe in the containers, whatever it is. You're just showing people that you're on top of it, that this thing called Beachbody that you're a part of is giving you all the tools, fitness and nutrition, so that you can get results. Okay? Now those are the first 3 things. Shake, video of your workout, not just a still of your feet, not just a picture of Beachbody on demand, not just a shot of your loops and sliders and weights on the floor. Video of you doing a workout. That's the second thing. Picture of your food. Then just something from your day. Just 1 thing a day. Doesn't have to be interesting. You don't have to be the most interesting person in the world. It can be your cat's caught in a tree. It can be your dog ate your shoe. It can be your kids coming home from school. It can be that you have a fluffy room. And whatever you want to talk about, something that is an aspect of you. that gives people some insight that they can connect to, so that you're more than this walking, talking advertisement, that you're also a person. Go out, buy yourself flowers. Ask people if they ever go out and buy themselves flowers. You wanted to treat yourself, that's what you did. You're doing something. You're making a choice. You're at the checkout line. Things are happening. All you got to do is just one thing. Does this ever happen to you where you buy something and you let the thing slip down the little conveyor belt, and now you can never find that $100 bill again until they, whatever. So you're going to come up with something. That's the point. Just something in your life that people can identify with. And maybe ask a question relative to that concept. Is when you ask a question, does this happen to you? Now you're inviting a conversation. Okay, so we got 4 things: shake, workout, nutrition, and a little bit about you. Okay, the thumb is the tough one. And this is the one where I see most people using Instagram where they drop the ball. And that's like they're not putting bait on the hook. They're fishing, they're even fishing in the right place, but they're not putting bait on the hook. They've even maybe got a challenge group that they're inviting to, but they never actually invite to the group. So let me give you an example. So here I am, got my phone. So this is how easy an invite is. And in fact, I would recommend it be this simple. Hey, this is Carl. You saw my workout today. Oh my God, that was so hard to get through. But I got good news. I'm starting a challenge group on March 26th. Send me a direct message if you want to be a part of it. I see you're watching, so send me a direct message and let me get you in there. I'm looking for 3 people. That's it. Done. Send me a direct message. It can be 1 or 2 15-second clips in there. If you don't like the way you delivered it, I obviously just rattled that off. If you don't like the way you deliver it, you don't post it and you try it again. Hey, this is Carl. You saw my workout this morning. I didn't do that great. I was really struggling, but at least I got it done. I'd like to help you get it done. I'm starting a challenge group on March 26th. So send me a direct message so we can talk about it. I want you to be a part of that group. Okay, so that's it. I didn't put any graphics on that. I didn't put any fancy treatment. Didn't take me a lot of time, but I posted it. But what's going to happen? In 24 hours, all those things that I posted are going to get wiped out. So I got to do it again tomorrow. And you might be saying, well, won't people think that's kind of boring, seeing the same thing, the same tempo every single day? No, because there's a couple of dynamics happening. First off, they're only going to watch it if they're interested in it. They're going to see that one chapter of you in your life that is just a bit about your life. They're interested in how to lose weight and get in shape. And I'm telling you right now, there's 300 million people in North America, 30 million people in the UK, and they are staring spring in the face, which summer's coming right after that. And I guarantee you there's an inner voice inside of them going, I do not want to blow it. I want to get in shape. Oh my God, when am I going to start? They're thinking about it, so they're watching you, and they're just trying you on like a pair of pants, so viscerally watching you do that and going, could I do that? Would I do that? She's doing it every day. She's posting their food and her shake and her workout. God, I don't know. So they're thinking about it. They're going back and forth. So sometimes they're going to swipe right by you and not watch your story, which is okay because it's in stories. People unfollow the stuff in the feed that turns them off. They don't unfollow people in stories that they like to watch or that they're just interested in. And it will actually self-select because the stories they watch the most are the circles that are going to present themselves. So you just keep watching. Now, that is the big thing about Instagram stories. And what's going to happen is, and here's sort of the third piece of this. I think it's the third. Let me double check my notes. Yes. So the third piece of this, and this is the important thing, and I'll get to my free bonuses on this, but this is the part that people don't do. I got a message yesterday in my group. I encourage people to do the exercises. One of the exercises was post a call to action on Instagram stories. And one of the people put in a comment, a woman, she said, I did it. Here's my Instagram handle. Go check it out. So I went and checked it out, and I commented back to her. I said, you did a nice job with that. I would think that would work. And she said, well, it's been about 5 hours. Nobody has commented yet. Now, she only had like 75 followers. So that's not a lot of followers, not a lot of people that comment and say that they want to be one of her 3 people in her challenge group. And I said, well, look, dude, open up Instagram for a second and swipe up. So if you don't know about this, so you go into, let me go into my story here for a second. So I did this thing inviting people. I'm going to the UK this weekend. So I did this post today about Instagram, about coming to the UK and registering. So if I swipe up, I can see, and I think everybody has this feature, I can see who saw my story. And then I can click on one, and it takes me to her. I think it's a her. Yes, it's Laura. It's Laura again. So I can send to Laura. I can send a story to Laura, send a message to her. Sorry, not a story, and say, "Hey, Laura, I saw you watched my invitation. I was really hoping you would reach out to me because I'm looking for 3 people, and I'd love it if you'd be one of the 3." I didn't put the hard sell on her. I didn't give her any offer information. I just saw that she saw my invitation, so I responded to her. That's a follow-up. That's what people aren't doing. They're like, I keep posting, I don't have that many followers, and nobody's responding. No, this is the proactive step. In fact, we call it invite, invite, invite in the vital behaviors, but it's really 3 steps. First is attract. That's you putting up these Instagram stories. Then connect. That's you following up to start a conversation with somebody who liked a post or commented on a post or just watched one of your Instagram stories, and then the invitation. Now, if I reached out to Laura, and this is going to be one of my free bonuses. It's not the big free bonus, but this is a really good one. So let's say Laura and I started to go back and forth. Now that I saw that she saw my story, so I reach out to her and I was like, hey, why don't you join my group? I'm just looking for 3 people. It's really cool. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. She and I start to learn, what are your goals? Are you doing anything this spring that you'd like to get in shape for? I've got a program. You can lose 5 to 15 pounds in 3 weeks, blah, blah, blah. So once I understand what her goals are, I can say, great, Laura, it sounds like you're interested. Let's just assume I'm being presumptive here, but I might have to have 10 of these conversations before I find somebody that says, you know what, that sounds kind of neat. I'll say, hey, look. And then it's going to come up to the part of the conversation where they go, what do I have to do? Then I would say, you know what, let me go into my back office because I'm a coach, and I'm going to build a cart for you based on what your goals are. I'm going to go into this function that we have called Share a Cart, and it's available to you as a coach on the Team Beachbody, on the new Team Beachbody site, and you basically build the cart for them. You don't want to build the cart that's for somebody else. You want to build the cart that's for them, the right program for them, the right challenge pack for them. Not overdone, but not underdone, because what's your primary goal here? Help them achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives, which means you want to create a walking billboard out there that's helping you advertise that you are a great coach. You help people stay accountable. You put them in challenge groups, put them in the Challenge Tracker app, hold them stay accountable so that they are a walking, talking advertisement for you. So you use this Share a Cart. Now, here's the secret. This is the bonus. We have found the Share a Cart's only been available since December 14th. We're watching conversions of that. 50% of the people who get a Share a Cart are buying. What? Your brain just exploded. I'll give you a second to clean the gray matter up off the wall. 50% of the carts being shared are actually converting to sales. Now, that does not mean that you start to spam the world with Share a Carts, because it's critical that remember we said attract, connect, and then invite. You've got to have some relationship with the person, and particularly you need to understand what their goals are. But then once you know their goals, you share a cart with them. Okay, here comes bonus number 2. And I guarantee this is the thing that gets you in a cold sweat, because then Laura will go back and say, you suggested a $180 challenge pack. That's more than I was expecting to pay for this thing that I do at home. And that's where you go, wait a minute, hold on a second, Laura. I don't think you're seeing this accurately. First off, if I were to sell you this Shakeology, which I drink every single day, helps me stay regular, helps me curb my cravings, gives me natural energy, helps me lose weight. And it just gives me superfood nutrition that my body needs. I can't get it from anywhere else. I'm not having to go to a fresh juice bar, juice press, which costs $7, $8 per serving, or a Jamba Juice, which is mostly sugar anyway. But this is the super healthy thing that I get every day. That would normally be $130. If I bought Beachbody On Demand separately, that'd be $100 a year. That's $230 right there. But here's the thing. You don't have to go out and get a trainer, which could be $100 a session. You don't have to go to SoulCycle for $30 a session. You don't have to join a gym, which could be $50 a month, but you're still going to have to figure out your nutrition plan. I'm going to package all that for you, and for absolutely no additional cost, I'm going to help hold you accountable for nothing. All I get is a piece of the action if you continue to buy. But this is the most important thing, Laura, that I want you to succeed. And if you don't think it's worth around $200 a month for you to lose this 5 to 15 pounds in your first 3 weeks, and even more if you keep going, if you don't think it's worth that, then I am the wrong person for you. But I think this goal has been haunting you for a while. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you go ahead and use that cart and sign up today, be one of my 3 people in my challenge group, and if you're not getting results, week 1, week 2, week 3, you can even finish the entire bag of Shakeology. If you're not happy with your results, I'm going to get you your money back. In fact, I don't want you to spend your money if you're not getting the results, if this isn't working for you, because I don't want to have some disgruntled customer out there who's not happy with the product. I don't want you out there on social media saying that stuff doesn't work. So I want to get you your money back so that we'll let bygones be bygones. But I suspect you're going to have an amazing experience with this. You're going to find that this shake becomes a staple in your day and really feeds your body in such a way that you're not getting from your fancy coffee or other options, or frankly, you're going to find a new foundation of energy that you just didn't know was available to you. And then you're going to just keep on getting results. So let me take a stop there for a second. These 2 bonus ideas that I mentioned. Share a cart, 50% of the people are using it, money back guarantee. So when people are like, sounds too expensive, you've got to keep in mind, what are they comparing this to? Because they haven't lost.
Mic check. Do we have Carl? Have we just lost Carl?
That was so good. What happened?
That was so good. Let's see if we can get him back. I can see people going, oh my God, no. Him out, pause. I'm going to text him real quick, but man, he was on a roll.
That was so good. At least you guys can catch up on your notes. Everyone was saying they couldn't write fast enough. So good.
Yeah. He's probably still talking.
I know.
Let's get him back on. Man, I think the best comment I was watching here said, I've been a coach for a month or 2 months, and I think he just sold me another challenge back.
That's awesome. These are such good tips.
Right?
I'm like dead over here. So good.
Oh, man. Oh, there he is. He's back. In 3, 2, 1. There he is.
Sorry. I don't know what happened. You got me?
Suspense. We have you back.
Okay. So, sorry about that. So, where we were is the price objection. And I think that's where I was. So, you've got to remember, so you guys can hear me now, right? Okay. So, you've got to remember the value of what you supply. That Shakeology is feeding people something that they don't even know that they're missing. And they get a 30-day money-back guarantee to experience it. Who wouldn't want to experience it to level up their health and well-being and how they feel by trying this shake that 500,000 people drink every single day? They're not spending over $100 a month on this shake because it's not working for them, okay? So, and then you finish it with, but you're going to get your money back if you don't have the same experience. So there, full stop. So we talked about, let me review, and then I'm going to give you the final sort of influencer, which I'm so excited about for you as a coach. So we started with what you're going to do today. You've got to have a challenge group that you're inviting to. You have to have a firm start date, because that start date gives people a deadline, a sense of urgency, and fear of missing out. So if you don't have a date that you're recruiting to, it's not going to work. Second, you've got to use Instagram stories. That's where people are watching now. We see it statistically, and the content of those Instagram stories has to, I'm saying maybe, I'm saying has to include your shake every day, your workouts every day, video of your workouts. That's a critical piece. Your food, something, just one thing about your food choice every day. Something about your life that's happening. Car, you're going to a car wash. Just you be a regular person, you're going to make yourself identifiable or accessible. And finally, that video call to action. Invite people to your challenge group and a super light, hey, it's Carl. I know you've been watching me. I'd love to have you in my next group. I've got 3 spots open. We're going to lose 5 to 15 pounds in the next 3 weeks. Send me a direct message, and we're going to get you started. I'll show you how easy this is. Don't just be watching. I want to see if I can help you lose the weight so you feel great for spring or summer. See that? You sort of bust the viewer. They're like, what happened? Like, she's talking right through my phone to me. She knows I've been watching her. So, and then what if nobody responds? Some people might actually respond. That'd be great, but let's not presume that. If they don't respond, you do that little swipe up on your own story, and you can see who watched. Now, you need to do that before the 24 hours goes away, because all of those stories are going to get wiped out after 24 hours. So you respond, just a little comment. Hey, I noticed that you saw my story. Would love to get you involved. But I've only got a couple spots left. So can I talk to you about what your goals are? Very simple, super light. Again, you're bulletproof here, because what you're trying to do is help people achieve their goals. You're not trying to sell them anything. You're trying to help them with the most comprehensive, cost-effective solution that has ever been created. Do you know what incredible opportunity we all have here? So shame on us if we're letting Instagram stories intimidate us, or we don't ask people if we can help them. Shame on us for that. So we're going to ask. It starts today. Okay, and then so those are the things, and then you're going to do that follow-up. You're going to use share a cart. Once you have attract, that's the Instagram stories. Connect, that's when you do the follow-up. And then invite, because you know something about them. Part of that invite is share a cart. 50% conversion. Imagine that. You got to have the conversation going, but 50% conversion into a challenge pack. It's outrageous. By the way, 98% of our coaches start with a challenge pack. So you can do that math, and you can see how this can turn into something really substantial for you. Okay, use the money back guarantee if they push back on the price. If they don't get it, if they don't see it, who would? Who would understand this bag of powder looks like every other bag of powder? So you got to be prepared to say, let me tell you something. I had the same reaction as you, and I tried it for a month. My coach told me I could get my money back, but I drank it, and everything changed. I woke up better. I was more regular, didn't feel bloated anymore. And in fact, whenever I had a sweet tooth at night, or if I would skip.
Speaking of skipping, I think we just lost him again. Third time he's going to be the charm, and that's going to be the close of this. So some pretty cool stuff. 50% conversion rate. By the way, some people right on this call, I looked it up. You guys have like a 70, 80% conversion rate right from Team Uproar.
Wow.
So pretty exciting. All right. We lost him again. Angie, entertain the people.
Yeah.
I feel like you're getting back.
So I was going to go live in our team group after this, just to recap everything for you guys. As we do after every call, we usually have like a graphic recap. But one thing I really want you guys to know, and I wrote this down, I will be sharing my notes with you guys just so you can see how I actually like tangibly take things that I hear and I think of ideas. I put them in a to-do action plan. I don't just, hope and pray that things happen. And I saw someone say, I do all of this except for the CTA. If you aren't doing a call to action, that's where you're probably missing the boat. Like, you could 100% help 3+ people this month with these steps. It's insane. Like, he hit the nail on the head 100%. So one thing I want to do to help you guys is that March 26th date that Carl said, let's just all host a challenge group together. Like, I'll put the group together, I'll make the pretty graphic, and I'll help you guys promote it. And that way that's taken off your plate and you can just invite your heart out. And that way it's clear to you what you're inviting to. Cool? So we'll make a fresh group. We'll name it. We can name it the Fit BFFs, and we'll go hard with that. Cool?
That's great. You got to share that with Carl. Make sure he hears that, Angie.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
He's back.
I think the guy's working on my internet here at the house. I want to hear what you said that she should share with me, but let me finish this up just in case I get knocked off again, okay? Because it's the last thing. And I think what I was saying was, not everybody on here has achieved their health and fitness goals. You struggle like me with your nutrition, with your fitness, and it's difficult to stay consistent. Even if you only sign one challenger a month,
We can't hear you, Carl. Let's see here.
Am I talking?
You're back.
You've got me back. All right. It says my internet connection is unstable. I don't know why. So I'm going to try to get through it. The point is, by posting every day on Instagram stories, you're doing the workouts. In order to post every day your shake, your workouts, and your food, you're following the program, which means you're going to get stunning results. Because for the first time in your life, you will have stayed consistent for every single day of the year that you want to turn your health and fitness goals into an income for yourself. You see how that works? By the way, when people see this working for you, they're going to ask you, how'd you lose all that weight? How'd you stay consistent? I've seen you go up and down over time, and here you are, you're like ripped, you're beautiful, you've made it work, you feel good about yourself, and you say, you know what? People think that I just did this coaching business to try to make money as a side thing because I did this fitness thing. But actually, the coaching business is what made me stay consistent in order to lose the weight, because I had to post every day to Instagram stories. That's how I lost the weight. So why don't you become a coach so that you've got that financial income opportunity, putting pressure on you to stay consistent with your shake, with your fitness, with your nutrition. That's how the whole thing works together. So you have a challenge group start date. You do your Instagram stories. You do your follow-ups on your Instagram stories. Then you use the share a cart, money back guarantee, and you get incredible results because you're staying consistent. Nobody loses. How fantastic is that? This kind of business opportunity exists nowhere else in the health and fitness space, where you have the leverage of making money for yourself to help you achieve your health and fitness goals for less than $200 a month. It's outrageous. We just need to put it in action. And that's why I'm going on these calls. That's why I started this Success Club System 1x3x5 group, because I want this group of 11,000 people, as we refine these activities, I want to roll them out with such passion and enthusiasm that this trend of obesity it's just going to have to scream uncle, because we figured it out. And the people who turn their lives around and share it with the next people, they're the ones that are going to make the money. That means it's going to be you. And that's what we want from this. So now I need to get out of your way. Now, there was something you wanted to tell me, but do it fast before I lose my internet connection, and so that people can go do the work and post your call to action that you're starting a challenge group on whatever date, and let's bring people into this the greatest value in health and fitness. Oh, the one thing I didn't mention when you're talking about that value is, I glanced on it, but that is the fact that don't discount the fact that they get a coach. Like, you're free with this deal, and nobody has cared about them and held them accountable with a system like this challenge tracker app that you have to press the button that you did your workout, press the button that you drank your shake every single day, and you're going to hold them accountable, which means you need to do the work. But that's free to them. It's worth it to you because you want the commission on Shakeology, or you want that coach to stay productive. But for the first time in their life, they're going to be held accountable without having to pay for it, without somebody counting their push-ups. They don't need that personal trainer. What they need is somebody to say, did you do your workout today? I've never had my gym call and ask me why I didn't show up, but you're going to do that. You're the accountability partner. That's what's so powerful about these challenge groups. And it doesn't just fall on you as a coach. The whole group holds each other accountable. That's the power of numbers. So let's go out and do that, shall we? And I think it's going to work for you just like we saw in 2017, which was a tough year. We saw these 4,000 coaches, revenues going up for them, when for others it was going down, because these people were doing it this way. And they didn't even have Share a Cart. You have Share a Cart now, and you know, so it's go time. So let's hang up and let's go help some people.
That was straight gold. So one that's going in our coach training academy as like the introduction to your business, because that was everything in a nutshell. It was so good, Carl. Thank you so much. We had 200 plus people on this live, which was insane. Thank you to everybody that took the time to be on. And in case you guys missed it, what I was saying earlier, I will put together a challenge group for the whole team to start on March 26th so that you literally have no excuses and it's crystal clear what you're inviting to. And that way we can all start together and run together. Cool?
Awesome.
Now get to work.
Okay. Love it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Carl.
All right. See you.
Bye, guys. Thank you, Arnold.
Thanks, Uproar. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Angie. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.